Well, good morning or good afternoon, beloved. It's me, Coach Carmen, the Kingdom Health, Purpose, and Wealth Coach and founder of SharingTheBliss.com, where we take you on a joyful journey to holistic health, purpose, and wealth with programs to help you to soothe your soul, heal your body, turn your pain into power, and your purpose into prosperity. Well, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And I don't know how many takers I'm going to get because of this title. It doesn't seem like it is that big of a deal, but let me tell you, beloved, it is a big deal. We're talking about not being sick, but being thirsty. And I want to share with you what that means to me and why it's so important to us. Why it's so vital that we understand the importance of water when it comes to our health. Here you go. This is my second half gallon of water for the day. Thank you for the love. Who's that? Anne Marie. Hi, Anne Marie. Hi, Apostle. Hi, Kalila. I think this is Kalila. Good morning. Yes, so I jumped off the wagon and I have not been drinking my water lately. And I want to tell you how I've been feeling as a result. And then I also want to let you know why I'm drinking the water, and I'm not going to do that again, stopping my water intake, because this is life. In fact, Denise, thank you. Hi, Sharon. Our sweet Denise of Diva Pilates and Wellness, she talks about this water. She introduced the women on her job, introduced this water to them, and they started making the infused water and drinking it every day, and they call it at her job Good Life Water. And I like that title, Good Life Water. Well, as I said, this is my second half gallon, and that is my goal, to drink 2 of these a day. Now, I don't often do that, but guess what? I'm going to start. I have a whole new regimen, a wellness regimen that I am implementing as of today. And there's some reasons why. Thank you for the love. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Deborah. There's some reasons why, beloved. You see, God has given me work to do. Thank you for the love. So sweet. He's given me work to do, just like he's given you work to do. We have a job to do, and there is just so many opposing forces that are coming against us, stopping and blocking us and keeping us from not only our purpose-driven dream life, the life God has created us to live, but even our health and well-being, and even just our happiness, and you may say, well, Coach Carmen, it's kind of dramatic. You're talking about water and you're talking about, equating it to life's happiness and success and all of these amazing things. Yes, I'm going to tell you why. So my goal now, because God is taking me to another level, and new devil, God knows that. When he's ready to up-level you, to, elevate you and to promote you, usually if you are truly tapped in, which I'm sure you are, there's some health component connected to that purpose, connected to that work he has for you. He's going to also encourage you to get your health in order, get your act together in terms of the way you are treating your body, because he knows that you need to have a strong, healthy body in order to do the things that he's calling you to do. Amen? Thank you. He is. He's aware of that, and he knows the wiles of the devil. He knows that the enemy will do whatever he can to weaken us physically, emotionally, anything to get us off course. So the water, God created water for us for a reason. And the water is really a principal thing when it comes to self-care and wellness. And it is the most easiest and most attainable, the least expensive way to health. So, as I said, this morning I had one of these. This is my second. Mhm. And I'm using the same cucumbers and lemon that I put in this morning. You don't have to refresh it, just add more water because it takes a lot for you to really extract all the nutrients from your vegetables or your fruit, whatever you're putting in your water, right? So this is great. You're kind of being economical because once organic cucumbers and lemons they cost a little more than inorganic, and of course you're using organic, amen. So when you add them to your water, you want to be able to get a full day of water out of that batch of the fruit that you're putting in your water. So this will definitely give you a gallon. Two of these will make a gallon, and you can use the same infusion, the same fruits that you put in the morning. Amen. Okay. So we put this down for a minute. So I said that you're not sick. You are just thirsty. Why do I say that? I say that, beloved, because as soon as we get aches and pains in our bodies, as soon as we start feeling like something isn't right, the first thing we do is we question what is wrong with us. And we start to panic. And then if it continues for a certain amount of time, we call up the doctor and we make a doctor's appointment. But let me tell you, that is not being a good steward over your body. You may think, oh, well, I'm calling a doctor, so I'm being a good steward. But really and truly, you are being a good steward when you scan your body and you see what's going on, and you do your own research to find out why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Sometimes you may be feeling off kilter because of some emotional situations that you're going through. You may have been going through a lot emotionally. You may have not been getting a lot of sleep because you've been tired, and you're tired because you haven't been sleeping well or enough. And now you're getting aches and pains in your body because your body just needs to rest. You may not have taken a hot aromatherapy bath in months. You haven't been eating properly. You know the things that could be causing you not to feel well. But instead of looking at those things, you go straight to the doctor. Let me just see. Oh, Denise. Hey, Denise. Denise says, morning, coach. Deborah says, looks great. Looks great. Tasting. Yes, Deborah, it is very good. It's clean and it's very refreshing. And Denise says she confirmed what I said, that she says she calls it Good Life Water. And then Deborah says, you're not sick, you're just thirsty. Coach Carmen, wow. Amen. Amen. So the other thing we don't look at is, well, when is the last time I've had like 8 glasses of water in a day for like 4 days a week, 4 days in a row? And you will probably answer, I don't remember. You'll probably answer, I don't remember. I've been drinking coffee. I've been drinking my tea. I've been drinking juices. I've been drinking whatever it is. If it's not pure water, it's not pure water. Because it doesn't matter what you're drinking, beloved. If you're not drinking pure water, it can be infused water like this. This is still considered pure water. You're not drinking pure water. So your body is not able to do what it needs to do with the liquid because it's not pure water. Only pure water waters us, if you will. For instance, a plant. You wouldn't put juice in a plant to water it, right? You wouldn't put anything other than water, or some water that has some kind of amenities in it that will like feed the water, feed the plant, right? Or something that will actually have minerals or something like that in the plant. Other than that, you're just giving the plant water. Well, we're the same way. We need water. As you know, for the most part, we're about 70% water. But our brain has, let me see, I have to look at this. I forgot the percentage of water in our different organs. See if I can remember or if I can find it here quickly. But if not, just okay. Our brain is 75% water. Our bones are 22% water. Our kidneys are 82.7% water. Our muscles are 75.6% water. And our blood is 83% water. So that means that our organs, our bones, our blood, we need water. And what happens if you're not giving your body fresh, clean, pure water on a daily basis? It's living off of the old water, the liquid that has been in your body for as long as it was since the last time you had water. And you can only imagine your organs are trying to live and thrive off of water. And let's just be clear too. It's not like we have water that just keeps replenishing or old water that just sits there. Water evaporates in our body. When we perspire, the water is evaporating. When we sleep, we lose so much water. It's unbelievable how much water we lose every night. Just by breathing in and breathing out, we are losing water. So you actually are going into a dehydration state when you stop drinking water. So not only are your organs having to settle with old, like, sludgy stuff from the toxins and the food residue that you've been eating that's not been healthy, right? And you're not eliminating that well, and so you have toxicity building up in your body. But you're also causing your organs to have to work so much harder because there's no lubrication, there's no water. Anytime you have water, you add water to something or liquid, it helps it to move easier, right? It flows better. It does what it's supposed to do better. Anything that's dry and, just it's dry and it does not have a flow, anything helping it to flow, then it's hard for it to function. And that's what happens to us. One of the things that happens to us when we don't drink enough water, our brain starts to slow down. Our brain cannot function. Lots of times, if you can't think that clearly, if you're fuzzy, if you have you're not able to you're studying and you really have to have a clear mind, you need to drink water and lubricate your brain. It's amazing how that will happen. We have mucus in every part of our bodies, and especially if we're eating food that's mucus forming, we will have mucus. So what you want to do is you want to flush out your body so that you can flush the mucus out of your body. And we have mucus in our brains, believe it or not. Yes, and that's one of the things that cause our brain to malfunction even. And the mucoid plaque, we have plaque in our brains. Thank you for the love and the thumbs up. We have plaque in our brains that eventually become so intensified, or just such a buildup of it that we end up with Alzheimer's and other degenerative illnesses that we look upon as age-related, but it's because of all the years and years of not eating healthy and not having enough cleansing and detoxification going on in our bodies, right? So there's mucus in our eyes. You know that when you detox your body, you're actually clearing the mucus from your eyes, and that's one of the reasons why we don't see very well. And I notice that when I'm juicing and I'm detoxing my body, my vision is so much better. When I go back to eating more like cooked food and slipping in perhaps maybe some inorganic food from restaurants or something, my vision really it suffers. It really does. Then, of course, we have mucus in our throats. We have mucus in all of our organs because of the food we eat. Most of the food we eat, if you're not eating organic, healthy, vegan food, you are eating food that's causing a lot of acid in your body. That's another reason why you need the water. The water flushes all of that out, because what happens is after that you have buildup after buildup of the mucus. Sickness and disease live in that mucus. It lives in there. That's, I know this sounds gross and it's not something you really want to talk about, but this is our body. We need to know how it works, and we need to not be afraid of discussing things that may be a little gross, but guess what? It's happening. Just like the parasites that's in your body, that and all of the microorganisms that are not healthy, that are in your body that also cause disease. We need to be aware of that and know that you're feeding those microorganisms. We're feeding that bad bacteria when we're eating a whole lot of sugar and we're not drinking enough water to flush out our bodies. And these are the building blocks of sickness and disease. Can you understand that? It's so simple. When we think about it, I'm like, why did I stop drinking my water on a consistent basis? That's ridiculous. That's the simplest thing I couldn't do. What excuse did I have? What excuse? Well, guess what? I could see it in my face. My eyes weren't as bright. My skin wasn't glowing like it normally does. When I'm on track on the holistic wellness bridge, I wasn't thinking clearer and sharp. I was tired and all kinds of things. Thank you for the love. What else? Oh, I want to tell you this, because I meant to tell you this last Wednesday and I forgot. I was telling you the story of going to McDonald's, my husband and I, and having the soft serve ice cream cone a couple of times that week. We used to do that years and years ago, and we just wanted to treat ourselves. So we said, let's go back to McDonald's and have the soft serve ice cream. Just, 2 ice cream cones, one for him and one for me. And one day I was there, one of the times we went, I don't know, I just said, let me try, because years and years ago, I used to buy the Filet-O-Fish sandwich. So I said, let me try the Filet-O-Fish sandwich. I want to see what it looks like, what's going on with it, now, because I know so many people eat McDonald's. I'm like, what is it about McDonald's that people would eat there? So I ordered it, and I couldn't believe the sandwich, first of all, was $5. And I was like, what? $5 for this? And then the whole lunch special with the drink, I think you get drink, fries, and the sandwich was $8 and change. I could not believe how expensive that was for McDonald's. I'm like, are you kidding me? Hey, Imani. Hey, Imani. Oh, I miss you. Hello, Imani. That's my niece. She says, hi, Auntie. Hey, it's funny. Today's Kyle's birthday, and I was trying to reach him to say happy birthday, and I couldn't. That's my nephew and godson. It's his birthday. And wherever you are, Kyle, I wish you a happy birthday. I wish I could see you in person, but that's my sister, Darlene's only son, and his birthday is today. Yes. So, anywho, what am I saying here? Hi, Ricky. So, McDonald's sandwich. And I'm saying to myself, people are saying they cannot afford organic food, but yet they can spend close to $9 with tax. I'm sure it was $9 for this McDonald's meal. And let me tell you, beloved, when I opened up that sandwich, when I looked at the sandwich, first of all, I could feel the vibrational frequency. You know, food has frequency, right? Water has frequency, and we'll talk about that in a minute too, and how to raise the frequency of your water. That's very important. So I'm looking at this one, I'm feeling this sandwich. I'm like, the frequency of the sandwich, my body's saying, what the heck are you doing? Don't feed me this. Don't feed me this mess. Because that's what it looked like. It just, forgive me if this is what you're having for lunch, but I'm just telling you my take on it. From someone who healed their body with food. Okay, so my body does, you know, it will take up to a certain point, and then it's like, you know, what are you doing? Stop it. So it didn't feel right energetically. I ate it. The bread was, I couldn't eat all of it. The bread was just this white bread. It wasn't even toasted. You know, I am a food snob. I'll tell you that. And even though I eat, even when I'm eating high raw or 100% raw, my food is gourmet looking. It's beautiful. Those of you who have eaten my food or have, you know, come to some of my cooking classes or just know how I roll, you have my cookbook, you know, you've seen the images. I like a high vibrational appearance of my food. I want it to look good and feel good and taste good and have good texture and all of that. That's what keeps you eating healthy. When the food looks beautiful, smells beautiful, then, and the vibrational frequency is high, you want it. That's why I have people who don't even, you know, couldn't even imagine not eating meat, will come to my home and have a full vegan meal and never miss the meat. Never miss the meat. Even if it's raw, they won't miss that it's not cooked because of the frequency, the quality, the way it's made, the love, the energy. That sandwich did not have any of that. And I'm saying to myself, wow, there's so many things that we can do to put together a meal quick and make some things during the week so we can take food with us so that we don't have to go online and buy something from McDonald's for lunch. But let me not digress because I'm talking about water. But I just want you to know that that's one of the reasons why you really want to drink water, because you want to flush out the unhealthy food that you've been eating. You want to clean your blood. Do you know, I always talk about how our intestinal tract has memory, our intestines, and food memory, right? That's why in order for you to get unplugged from eating certain way, you want to, you're so right. Deborah said, you're so right. Amen, Deborah. Denise says, never miss a meal. Amen. That's what Denise said. Denise said, yes. Oh, Denise said she never missed the meat. She never misses the meat. Yes, she's saying that. Amen. She's saying that. And she knows that she's eaten at my home many, many times. And now she prepares beautiful food without meat. I mean, she hardly ever prepares anything other than fish here and there these for the past several years. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is. Now, the water and frequency. So let me just tell you the name of, there's a book called You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty. It's just called You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty. Right? Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, that's Denise. It's the hug and the loves. So this man, his name is F. Oh God, I gotta put on my glasses for this. See, that's why I'm drinking my water again so that I can get my vision back. That's why I'm going back to raw veganism. Okay, so his name is, I'm gonna spell it, BATMANGHELIDG. BATMANGHELIDG. I don't want to mess up the man's name really, really bad by trying to pronounce it. You know? But anyway, he's the author of the book, You're Not Sick, You're Thirsty. Get that book. The book will explain and confirm a lot of things that I'm saying and tell you so much more and teach you so much more about water. I also had a movie. I still have it on my website, my private website for my Healed Whole Body and Soul clients. I have some documentaries on there, and this one in particular is called Water. OMG. What an amazing documentary. It is amazing, let me tell you. And it talks about water and frequency. I mean, you name it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Water and frequency, and how I'm just going to give you a couple of examples and stories. Let's see. Deborah says, oh, the book by F. Yes, thank you. Thank you. She wrote it down for us. You are so cool, Deborah. Thank you so much, my love. I really appreciate that. Imani said thank you. Yes. Imani said thank you. Because now you have the name of the book. This is another good book, too. This is by Bragg, the Bragg family. And this one is just called Water. And you can get this from most health food stores. It's a really, really good book, too. You figure if we're 70% water, then we need to know about water when it comes to our well-being and how it benefits us and how to, you know, work with water and be blessed and healed by water. Amen. We know the spiritual effects of water. I mean, there's so much in the Bible that connects to us as believers and water. Amen. Water is powerful. Water is amazing. And the fact that God made us 70% water, you have to think about that, right? Why? Well, let me tell you something. So, a couple of things from the book. I'm just gonna call him Batman from Batman's book. One of the no, not from Batman's book. I'm going to tell you about the movie documentary Water. A couple of things. One of the things I learned from this documentary was the fact that there is, I'm sure he's still alive, a Japanese scientist, Yamashoshi, I think his name is. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he did this experiment with water. And he took glasses of water and he wrote on the glasses of water. One glass of water, he wrote, I love you. Second glass of water, he wrote, I hate you. The second glass of water, he didn't write anything. So every day he would talk to the water. The water that said, I love you, he would say, I love you. He would talk to the water. He would tell the water every day, throughout the day, whenever he could, I love you. I love you. He would hold the glass of water, and say, I love you. Then he would go to the water that he wrote, I hate you. And he would hold the glass of water, and say, I hate you. I hate you. And then the other water he would pick up, and he would do nothing with it. Very important point that I didn't mention about this experiment is that he actually added, oh gosh, Carmen, it sucks that I can't. This part of the story is so important, I can't even remember what he put in the water. But he put, can't remember whether it was flour in the water. Let's just say it was flour, like a tablespoon of flour in the water. And because it was something to that effect. So the water that had no sign on it, he would just pick it up and put it down. After a few weeks, what happened was the water that he said, I love you to, actually started to bubble up, but it had like a sweet smell to it, almost like sort of a sweet smell, like a dough smell, sweet bread or something. The one that he held up and said, I hate you, it became so gross and moldy and putrefied. It was disgusting. And the one that he said nothing to, it just, it bubbled up. It didn't look pretty, but it did not smell really bad. It just didn't look pretty, and it didn't smell that good, but it was not as horrific as the one that had I love you written, I hate you written on it. And This goes back to how on Monday I was talking about words and how it's so important that you know the different names of God and how these names of God will raise your frequency when you call God Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Makedesh, Jehovah Elohim, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Makedesh, Jehovah Kasik Kanu. You know these names of God, and it raises your frequency when you call God his amazing names. Call him who he is and what he does and what he's about. So, and I was saying the opposite is true, how profanity really lowers our frequency and it opens the door for a lot of mess in our lives, and we don't even understand that. Why is this? One of the reasons why is because we're 70% water. So you can imagine this experiment that this scientist did where he was holding the water and saying positive things, holding the water and saying negative things, and then holding the water and not saying anything. If our bodies are 70% water, that means that we should be speaking what we want over our bodies. If our bodies are sick and we're going through some type of whatever it is, mental oppression, physical deterioration, we need to speak love over our bodies. We need to speak over that, over our organs that are going through whatever they're going through. We need to hold ourselves, and that's one of the reasons why in the 28-day body and soul detox, the soul detox, I talk to one of the exercises is you go in the mirror, the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror, and you tell yourself that you love yourself. You look at yourself and you say, I love you. And you go through that whole exercise, right? Well, you are actually creating chemical reaction in your body by speaking these positive words over your body, healing words over your body. So important. Opposite is true. You keep talking about, oh, I'm so fat. Oh my gosh, look at me. I look disgusting. Oh, I'm getting older every day. Oh, look at these wrinkles on my face. Oh gosh, look at my stomach. Oh, and I have to watch myself with that. I have to admit, I get guilty of that too. I'm guilty of that sometimes, but I have to catch myself. And then thank God I have a loving, awesome soulmate who tells me sometimes I kind of still get freaked out about what happened to my wrist. And I'm like, oh, look at this. Seems like the bone is sticking out more and all this stuff. He's like, you're beautiful. I'm like, my shoulder's crooked. The scoliosis looks worse. I go through that too every once in a while. And he's like, you're beautiful. You look beautiful. You look fine. And just him saying that just triggers something. And I'm like, wow. Well, first of all, even if he's lying, I really appreciate it. And then second of all, yes, and Deborah said, you're welcome to Denise, to Imani. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm the one that's noticing everything, not everybody else. And so I remind myself, wait a minute, speak what you want. And then I'm saying to myself, yeah, I look great, and I'm saying things I wouldn't say in front of somebody else about me, but I'm talking to myself. And that's very important. When I was ill, one of the things I did because of watching that movie documentary, Water, over and over again, one of the things I did was I would write in my bath with my hand, healthy, healed, beautiful, because I was anything but that at the time. So, and I had to take a bath twice a day when I was really going through the throes of that blood disease. And so I would write in my water, healthy, beautiful. I would write on my jugs of water, healthy, I'm beautiful, I'm healthy, these type of things before I would drink the water. And Imani says, lunch break is over. Everybody have a great day. Never miss the meet. Talk to you soon, Auntie Nene. Okay, thank you, Imani. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to pop in. That's awesome. That is awesome. Have a beautiful day. All right. So let's see, what else? The other thing in this movie, the water, was it Water? The Secret? The Water. Anyway, if you do a search for the movie documentary Water, you'll find it. Or join my Healed Whole Body and Soul 6-month coaching, wellness coaching certificate, coaching program, coach program, and you will be privy to all of the different movies and documentaries that we have in the private, you know, you can go, once you sign up, because we have the private Facebook group, but we also have a private website, and that's where all of the documentaries are on the private website, which is pretty awesome. So last thing I want to tell you was in the movie documentary, there was a story. Actually, this is a true story, and they were talking about how these people, and it was a long time ago, but they actually got caught they were in the middle of the ocean, and there was a storm, and they were like thousands of miles, I guess, I don't know, hundreds of miles away from the shore. And they were dehydrating, they were thirsty, and there was nothing but seawater. And they were believers. And they asked God to turn the water that they would drink into, normal water, where it wasn't seawater, that it would be drinkable water. And they had so much faith that they asked God to heal the water. They prayed over the water to make the water drinkable water, and they scooped out the water, and the water was clear drinking water. The water they would scoop out was clear drinking water, and they were drinking the healthy water. And that's a great segue for me telling you that not all water is created equal. If you're drinking tap water, stop. You know how they say New York has the healthiest water? The devil is a liar. No state in America has healthy water because the whole country has been in cahoots to put fluoride in the water, and that's a whole nother story. But fluoride is of the devil, and it is not something that we should be consuming in any way, shape, matter, or form. Water that's chlorinated is not healthy water. So get yourself a good filter and filterize your water. The other option is for you to purchase distilled water. Distilled water, people say, oh, it's dead water. Well, that's a good thing, in that means that the water does not have any contaminations. It does not have minerals in it, but it doesn't have contaminations either. So what you do is you mineralize the water. You can add something like Mineral Rich into your water. You can even add some good, like Celtic sea salt, a little drop of that. There's a lot of minerals in a good sea salt. You can also, there's all kinds of mineral additives that you can add to your water. And what's the other thing? You can just add lemon. Like when you add lemon has minerals. This adds life to your water. When you're adding the cucumbers and the lemons to your water, you're adding life to your water. So you can use distilled water safely, knowing that it has no contaminants in it. What else? If you have a headache, don't go to your medicine cabinet and take 2 Tylenols. Drink one of these bad boys. Drink at least a half of one of these, right? So a quart. A pint. Just drink a pint of water. And if the headache is still there, drink another pint. If you have a pain in your stomach, drink water. If you have joint pains, if you have rheumatoid arthritis or any type of any type of joint swelling, whatever, drink water. I almost forgot the last part of that McDonald's story again. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I said joint issues. So I had that fish, right? I didn't eat all of it, but I ate, I guess, enough of it. Do you know that that evening, I was trying to take off my wedding band, right? You saw how I took it off, right? I take this wedding band off like this. I've taken it off like this for years. A little wiggle, but that's it. It comes right off. I've never, ever had a problem taking this wedding band off. Would you believe that evening after I had that McDonald's fish sandwich, I could not get my wedding ring off. I could not get the band off. I had to have my husband help me. I was like, look at this. This is amazing. My fingers swelled up from that fish sandwich. So just think about what's happening to your body when you're eating that type of fast food on a regular basis, and you're wondering why you have joint issues, why you have inflammation. We are what we eat, beloved. And dag nugget, if you're going to eat it, make sure you're drinking a whole lot of water. Amen? Amen. All right, beloved, so that's it. That's what I want to share with you today. You're not sick. You're just thirsty. Drink good water. And join me for the next 28-day Body and Soul Detox that starts the first Saturday in July. You want to get your detox on before the summer truly hits. You'll be so happy. And this is a good time to detox. When the weather starts getting warm, you don't want to be eating heavy food anyway. Your body is going to be much more open to cleansing. And remember, this is a beautiful detox. You'll learn how to eat, how to prepare beautiful organic vegan food, cooked vegan food, raw vegan food. You'll be able to learn how to make amazing self-care elixirs, and it's just awesome. You'll get my cookbook, my detox book, and it's just a beautiful thing. What you can do is, it may have an old date because I have to change the date, but you can go to sharingthebliss.com/detox, read more about it, watch Karen Wheeler from, two-time Grammy Award singer from Soul to Soul, who now she's a recording artist, doing her own thing for years. Well, she was one of my private clients, and I have a 2-part testimonial on that website with her talking about the detox and what a blessing it was for her. And then you can just go on. I think I have a 3-part pay, 2-part pay, 3-part pay, and it's only $275. Pretty awesome. All right. Okay, beloved. So I look forward to seeing you Friday. Financial Freedom Friday. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and you can feel free to call me too at my office, 718-273-9772. Have a beautiful day. I look forward to talking to you soon. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this thing. Okay, good. Have a beautiful day. Look forward to talking to you soon. I love you all. Bye-bye now.